One thing I learned pretty earlier on from owning a classic car is that if you respect the car will respect you back. This is an interesting car in the whole Jaguar timeline, if you like. This is obviously a 1986 Jaguar XJS. It's got a V12 engine there, but although it's V12, it doesn't scream like an American muscle car. I mean, I'm sure you can see it's actually pretty smooth. It's not a lot of road noise or sort of a big engine just exploding in your ears or something. In fact, it's the complete opposite. It almost feels like I'm driving like an executive level luxurious super saloon or something. I believe this car was initially launched as a little bit of a contender for American muscle cars. This car was very unlike Jaguar in terms of the design, the style, the look, the feel, and everything. I mean, it had the core British elements, I would say, but still, from the outside or for the naked eye, it almost looked like an American muscle car. Keep in mind that this time also was a bit of a tough time in the Jaguar brand's timeline anyway. Obviously the brand was struggling. All the British automotive companies were closing down. Obviously the makers from the East, Japan, were rapidly taking over the market. So it's just kind of, this is almost in the middle of the downfall of Jaguar overall, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's just an interesting piece of history this car has, and in that kind of weird blend of British elegance and softness, if you like, married with hard knocks classic American exterior, I think it's kind of what this car is all about, and hence why maybe this car really wasn't successful when it launched. It was kind of a bit of almost a Frankenstein of the two worlds that I spoke about, and when they launched this in the US market, it actually failed badly. But obviously now it's become such a collector's car. It stands out now, obviously, and it's just been such a privilege to own a car like this. Ever since I was young, I've been fascinated by Jaguars as a car brand. I thought they made some of the most beautiful looking cars in human history, and I remember back in the day my dad used to get all these magazines and used to have all these photos of all these Jags. And by the way, I was obviously growing up in Sri Lanka too, so there's not much Jaguars around that you could see or drive or feel or touch. To me, when I came to Australia, it's almost like the boyhood dream became a reality, and just like the Jaguar slogan says, what are dreams for if it's not to come true? I fulfilled my dream of owning and driving a Jaguar. It's just somewhere down the line, I think that little boy is happy that one of his dreams were actually fulfilled.